Okay, we're back in our discussion of the law of one in field unification theorem. What we have here is a timeline. This timeline goes through the positive and negative field of maximum expansion of time and energy, which is right here, then the negative maximum, and over here is the positive maximum, moving towards infinity each way. And coming here just towards zero, we have the maximum contraction of time and energy, which is 1 times 10 to the negative 99, and that goes as close to zero as you can possibly get. Now the potential differential between the two is plus and minus 2. And we can see that 1, which is right here, unity 1, positive unity, minus negative unity is equal to 2. And negative unity minus unity is equal to negative 2. And so we see the potential difference between positive and negative unity is plus and minus 2. So coming here to the unified field, I should say one of the unified field equations, where 1 hertz per second is equal to the unified field. We have plus and minus, this will end up being plus and minus 1, which we have up here. This equation here, 1 times 10 to the negative 99 times 9.999, and there'll be 11 nines after the decimal point, times 10 to the 99, multiplied by all of this. So this is the maximum expansion and contraction of time, and this is the micro and macrocosmic fields, wave field of the time standards for both the macro and microcosmic wave fields. Coming down here, we'll give an explanation of what these terms are all about. So this is the product of the maximum and maximum contraction and expansion of time through one cycle is equal to 10 seconds. And we multiply that by the 5th root of the maximum expansion of time minus the maximum contraction of time, which is equal to 1 times 10 to the 20 seconds. Now, if we multiply this part of the maximum expansion and contraction of time, which is the difference between the two, multiplied by the product of the two, we have 1 times 10 to the 21 seconds, which, as we'll see, turns out to be the constant. The macro and microcosmic fields up here, this one here is what science is now calling the gravitational constant. It's not that, and we'll get into that in a little bit later. These are not the constants. This is the actual constant, 1 times 10 to the 21, 1 times 10 to the negative 21. And you'll see why that is in a second. So we multiply 1 times 10 to the 21 times the microcosmic field, the microcosmic field, which is 6.666 with 9 sixes in the back of the decimal point, times 10 to the negative 32 divided by 6.66666, which is another 9 sixes behind the decimal point, times 10 to the negative 11. This is what science is calling the gravitational constant. This here is a variation of the Planck-Rosenberg constant of a photon emitting energy, a single photon emitting energy at what Rosenberg and Planck considered to be 6.626 times 10 to the negative 32, and we'll get into that in a little bit later. So the quotient of this is equal to 1 times 10 to the negative 21. And so if we multiply the maximum expansion and contraction of time times the microcosmic and micro and macrocosmic fields, wave fields of our time standards, it equals 1 second. So the constants being positive and negative 21, 1 times 10 to the negative 21, can be shown to be true because 1 divided by 1 times 10 to the negative 21 is equal to 1 times 10 to the 21 hertz, and vice versa. 1 times 1 divided by 1 times 10 to the 21 is equal to 1 times 10 to the negative 21 hertz. So the actual constant is 1 times 10 plus or minus 1 times 10 to the 21. So we see that the maximum contraction of energy through time, the maximum contraction of energy through time is 1 times 10 to the negative 99. And the maximum expansion of energy through time is 9.999999999 times 10 to the 99. There's 11 nines after the decimal point. Now switching to the next page, we have the microcosmic fields, microcosmic time standard, which is 6.666 and just 9 sixes after the decimal point, times 10 to the negative 32. And that's a variation of the Planck-Rosenberg constant for like I said, for the energetic release of a single photon. The macrocosmic time standard is equal to 6.666 with 9 digits after the 9 sixes after the decimal point, times 10 to the negative 11. Once again, that's what science considers the gravitational constant. The macrocosmic frequency standard is 1.5 times 10 to the 10 hertz, which is 15 gigahertz, and that is where we stand with 1 divided by the what they call the gravitational constant. It's equal to 15 gigahertz. And then we go to the microcosmic standard frequency is equal to 1.5 times 10 to the 31 hertz, and I don't know what to call that. So moving forward, with the Planck-Rosenberg constant equal to 6.626 times 10 to the negative 32 joules per second. That would be the standard, what they call standard model of the energy output of a single photon, but that's not actually what it is. It's not equivalent to 6.626 times 10 to the negative 32 joules per second. Simply because there is no such thing as a photon, and science has never seen a photon. A photon is strictly theoretical. So the existence of a photon suggests that it's partially a particle of matter, and that is simply ludicrous because matter cannot exist at the velocity of light. It turns into a plasma energy that for all intent and purpose is no longer matter. And at the same time, it doesn't the equation 6.626 just doesn't mathematically pan out to anything with respect to what we're doing here as far as the unified field equation and all of that. However, 6.66666666666 times 10 to the negative 32 does. And so we're going to have to conclude that 6.626 times 10 to the negative 32 is inconsequential with respect to the field unification theorem and with respect to astrophysics as a whole. It just doesn't have any merit. So with that, I'm going to call this video quits on this video, so as to conserve time, and we'll move on to the next one later. All right, thank you very much for your consideration. Once again, my standard model for our equation for the unified theorem is as far as with respect to the maximum expansion and contraction of time, and the macro and microcosmic wave fields standard time. We'll just have to call them constants at this point, for lack of a better word. So there it is, equal to positive and negative 1. Thank you.